north shore of the Allegheny and Ohio Rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Please welcome your 2025 Pittsburgh Steelers.
On the away sideline, that's Mike McDonald, head coach of the Seahawks. His guys playing one of those dreaded body clock games, making the long trip to the East Coast. On the other sideline, the head coach of the Steelers. These guys also on the losing end of their opener, so we're going to see who's able to avoid that 0-2 start here.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
I'm Kate Scott here with Brock Hewer, the All-Pro Chris Boswell on for the kick. And we're off from Acrisure. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out to one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? The former number 3 overall. Coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
He was a comeback story that nobody, and I mean nobody, saw coming. But he paired with head coach Kevin O'Connell, threw a whole bunch of touchdowns in Minnesota. Remember, Kate, he was an MVP frontrunner early last season. Exactly why the Seahawks targeted him, wanted him, and now have him in the fold.
And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
And the Seahawks first down.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's a dream scenario to any contest, and runs like that gets the ball rolling.
Only took him one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. First down, and they go right back to him. He's out in the clear. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Running with Walker again. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target. And they were able...
Darnold hit, and he fumbles it. But it looks like someone from the Seahawks got on top of it, and they'll get it back.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Myers' kick is good. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
Just kind of a confidence builder. That offense drives it down, special teams does their job, and now the defense is going to take the field with the lead.
Has this at the 6. he's brought down just inside the 25. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. They're led by the quarterback who helped lead Ohio State to last season's national championship. It's Will Howard.
The final year in school at Ohio State was about as storybook as it gets, especially really overcoming the loss to Michigan in the playoff run to a national title. This guy led the Big Ten in yards and touchdowns. He's got a lot of grit and a lot of maturity, and he's going to take advantage of this opportunity in Pittsburgh.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Leonard Williams applying the hit there.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Howard. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down. It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Pulled in at the 20. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So Seattle retakes the field for their second series. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Darnold. Brought in by his back, Charbonnet. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm, and I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Play fake, Darnold. This is Cup. That's Cup. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks stretch their early lead to 9. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks go up 10-zip here in the first.
Steelers nothing.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Dante Kent with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their second drive of the game. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time.
Here we go, set.
They'll start the drive with Warren. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Hawk 70.
Shotgun snap here to Howard. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
A gain of
A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Trying an inside give to Warren. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Warren once more. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Howard. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's good for us Steelers. First down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. First carry of the game here for the former Iowa Hawkeye. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Steelers face a 4-point deficit. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this, slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers cut it to a field goal game.
Steelers 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. Now Darnold off the play action. He's keeping it.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And he's going to wind up out of bounds on third down, so they're going to be forced to punt this away now.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on third downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it, first and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain. So the hurry up here. Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Second and 6 coming up here. To the air, Howard. It's a screen play to Warren. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Third and short. It's a kick to the tight end. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a
You know, I
yard.
like that call for a couple different reasons. Yes, you get the first down. That's the obvious. But more importantly, that defense, they've got to account for everybody offensively on the field.
Warren here from the gun. And he hits the lane for 9 into enemy territory.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Handoff on second and short. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
One yard, all that's needed. This is third and inches. They'll run with Warren. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First and 10 from the 43. They'll go again with Warren. And he's down to almost, nope, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. Dose of the hurry-up offense here. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now.
30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Warren running between the tackles. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First down run, nabs him 5, now second and 5. Throwing here, Howard. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
Third and short, Howard. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
A 42-yard attempt.
Oh, and that's not going to do it. He hooked it. The kick no good, wide left. And they are unable to tie up this contest. First and 10 from the 32.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
And this is going to be down to, it looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. Give them 32 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Kid, I think I can even feel it up here in the booth. You feel this offensive line just gaining confidence. When you get chunk run after chunk run in this league, boy, those big guys say, feed the run game.
Finds a big lane, and he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Walker on first down, and he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Seahawks stretch their early lead to 9. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Point after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks make it a 10-point ball game.
17. Steelers 7.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Steelers and Jalen Warren headed back out there offensively. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. Now Warren. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Working now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. A pickup of 17. And the Steelers have a first down.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A give here to Warren. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Howard to throw. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
From the gun on third down. He's got his man. This is Austin. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 46. They go with Warren on the run. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They run with Warren. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Oh, I love this. Giving it to the big guy on 3rd and short. And this one had no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up 4th down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Here we go with Johnson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 4 yards.
I think sometimes you hear 4th and 2 and it sounds like it's short. But what if I said 4th and 6 feet? That's a little bit more, and it takes a surge just like that to get it done.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. This time it's a passing play. Finds him over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30.
To Calvin Austin. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Six yards to go here. It's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now a 4th down, staring right at him.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll throw for it. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And it's recovered by the offense, but Brock gets 4th down. We know only the fumbler can advance it, so this is still going to be a turnover on downs. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. The Seahawks with an early lead. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. That's caught by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 1st and 10, Darnold. Finds a seam down the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that side.
And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. He'll try to do it himself. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a 1st down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
1st and goal. Here's Walker. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks make it a 16-point ball game. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Myers gets the point after to go. And the Seahawks take a 3-possession lead.
Steelers 7. Michael Dixon.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Kent on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Steelers and Jalen Warren headed back out there offensively. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll start the drive with Warren. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 33-yard line.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now Howard to throw. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
You could see that screen develop as the lineman pull right out in front. Sets up a nice gain. Love to see a running back utilize the big man in front of him.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Back now, pressure coming. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Mike McDonald's getting his Seahawk offense out for another drive. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
That one's complete, right side. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end, because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Going on 1st. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
And he doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Steelers bringing pressure, no place to go, down he goes. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Collects this at the 32. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Trying an inside give to Warren. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
A gain of a yard.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Howard. Catch made by Austin. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did. We've got a Seahawk that is injured out there. They're going to tend to him now. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Gets this one to Freiermuth. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
We've set it downs from 37. On 1st down, Warren. And some nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On 2nd down, Warren. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Here's a nickel look by the Seahawks. 3rd down. Here he is on 3rd and short. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Working quickly here.
4 yards.
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. And we'll see how this plays out the rest of this half with none remaining.
26-yard line.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. This is Warren, headed right. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Brought down by Reek Woolen.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Here we go, Shaq.
On 2nd down, Warren gets it again. And he's going to look ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Howard. Throw left side, finds Freiermuth. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Pat Freiermuth, the touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer? Nobody.
14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Drive begins with a Walker run. Powering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
While that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Play fake, Darnold. Hits him on the in route. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They get 6 and a first down as well. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Now Darnold off the play action. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he gets him the first partner, but they are already acting like this one's not going to stand. Let's listen. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Still 2nd down.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Darnold looking to throw. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. Has it up to his own 45 on a small gain. Madden stopped by Alex Highsmith.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
3rd and just 2 to go. And again, it's Darnold. Here's a screen now for Walker. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. And the steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game, as their latest brings up 2nd down.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
Man in motion here. Now Darnold. Setting up the running back screen. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. From the gun, Darnold. It's complete. Play made by Cup. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Now an inside give to Walker. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. 1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
The 24-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Steelers bringing pressure, no place to go, down he goes. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback is taking an absolute beating in this first half. And you better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate, it has been a brutal couple quarters, and if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game.
3rd and long for him here. Completed over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Myers' kick is good. Now we'll see the medical team head out. The Seahawks have an injured player. He's in some obvious pain there. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Kent on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Steelers headed back out on offense. We'll get another look here, Brock, at Will Howard. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. There he goes, right sideline. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first and 3. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. They'll go again with Warren. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Shotgun snap here to Howard. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that makes it 3rd down. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way. All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the first down.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. Going for it with Warren. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
4th down, pressure on him. He was not backing down for a second. Nice effort to carry the rock. More importantly, for his offense to get a first down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. And they're going to throw out of the gun. He brings it in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Throwing here, Howard. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Now Howard to throw. And this is another incompletion. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Boswell able to knock it through. And that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
kickoff for Pittsburgh.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Fielded at the 7. This makes it up to the 25. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. And the steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. He'll work against the blitz. He's got a man left. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. Pushing it up past the 30. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. New set of downs for them from the 31.
Here we go, set.
Warren here from the gun. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Here we go. Go.
Operating from the gun. Here's Howard. What a hit! And the ball's loose! And the fumble recovery is made. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. And that hit right at the 10. Somehow, though, got a wicked bounce and makes it into the end zone for a touchback. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Throwing on 1st. Here's Darnold. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Loss of 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
2nd down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Darnold. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
3rd and long. Here's Darnold. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. But it looks like someone from the Seahawks got on top of it, and they'll get it back. Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets it away from his end zone. Has it at the 45. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
On first down, Howard. Hauled in left side. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Pickup of 2 here, and a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
It's caught right side by Fryermuth. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Steelers have the first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here's Howard, 1st and 10. Drops this underneath to Warren. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Offside, defense.
So they'll decline this and take the results. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers make it a 1-score game before halftime. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers cut it to a field goal game. All set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
At the 26. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So a field goal game at the half. A good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime
Our
report.
trip around the NFL starts now. At Lambeau Field in Green Bay, the Packers at home to take on the Commanders. And it's the veteran, Austin Eckler. Gets past the line of scrimmage, gets room, gets it in, 22 yards on the touchdown. The Commanders get a 2nd straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. Meanwhile, let's check in on the Dolphins as they play host to the New England Patriots. And this is Zach Wilson. He's got a couple of touchdown passes in this first half, including this one. This one's gone to halftime with the Dolphins looking for a 2-0 start. They lead at the half. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy, the New Orleans Saints taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And it's the second-year man, Isaac Guerendo. The team got into the red zone, he gets into the end zone, a 10-yard touchdown run. This one's at halftime with the Niners lead it by 2 at the half. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these two sides through 2 quarters. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Kent on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Steelers in Jalen Warren headed back out there offensively. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. From Warren here to start the third. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. First down, and they go right back to it. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Tackle made by the rookie from South Carolina, Nick Emanwari. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
At their 48-yard line.
Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, Howard. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings them to 3rd down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Howard throwing on 3rd down. Caught by Freiermuth. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
And the Steelers.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Warren running between the tackles. Now, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
It's a loss of a yard.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Finds him over the middle. They lost her a little down to the 30. Shaq Griffin finishing that play off.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. to the air on 3rd and long. Pass taken in by Fryermuth. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's another Steelers.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Cowboy 80.
Now Warren. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
13 more yards.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Bravo 80.
Johnson is across the line for the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take the lead right away in half number 2. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Entering settings screen, you have 28 options. Menu narration set to 100.
Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers take a... Four-point lead.
Steelers 31, Seahawks 27. Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Kevin Winston Jr., the rookie out of Penn State, making that stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Play fake, Darnold. Fits it through the middle. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
So first down from the 41. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here's Darnold, first and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down at the 30. They gain 11 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
First and 10, Darnold. Throw left side, complete. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 6 coming up here. And again, it's Darnold. Completed over the middle. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Running back sent in motion. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. This is Walker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
They've got 3 tight ends on this 1st and goal, thinking run or play action. From the red zone now. He brings it in. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Now Darnold off the play action. Looking for somewhere to throw. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
3rd and goal. Defense electing to play this from the nickel.
Here we go, son.
Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Steelers bringing pressure. No place to go. Down he goes. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. This from 30 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Listen, all he could do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, he's able to handle his 3rd field goal of the game and just inch them a little bit closer.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Kent on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Steelers' offense headed out. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. They go with Warren on a run. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Howard now to throw. It's a screen play to Warren. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. That run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Howard looking to throw. Going with a screen to Johnson. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that 1st. It's 4th down now.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
The Steelers set to punt it. And he's been getting all of it every time out. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. The Seahawks and receiver Cooper Kupp taking the field once again. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Darnold. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Punt meets him at the 28. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, you really create some indecision now defensively.
Four yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap here to Howard. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
The Seahawks opting for a 5th DB nickel set for this 3rd down play. Out of the gun, Howard finds Woods. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
A gain
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
He put too much juice into that one. It lands in the end zone. We're bringing things out to the 20-yard line. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Looking to his fullback now. It's a short pickup to the 20. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Complete beyond the marker. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
And the Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw, here's Locke. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. Look at Xavier Woods in there to pick it off. That is one of the longest throws we have or probably will see in this contest, partner. It's too bad it wound up in the hands of the defense on the interception.
You know, Kate, when I see throws like this, I see images of Bo Jackson back in the day. As a Kansas City Royal throwing Harold Reynolds out from the warning track. 300 feet in the air, he hummed that baseball to gun down the runner at home plate. The difference here in football, yeah, you throw that ball up, that DB's also got to run 50-some yards, go up high point and make a play. That is just incredible defensive football.
Again to Johnson to start this drive. Good little rip there, looks like about 6. Dropped to the ground by Nick Emanwari.
Well, I think I hear the warning sirens. You hear them, Kate? I think they just got quieted. Because that run right there gave them enough room from their goal line where you should feel comfortable calling anything in your playbook.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. A give. This is Johnson. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. Give him 5 on the play. And the Steelers have a first down.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next third down coming.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Here's Howard. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that first down. They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty. Running it after the penalty. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. This time it's a passing play. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
8 yards to go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He completes it in traffic. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Punting unit out now. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Seahawks offense running out now. And this group feeling a little urgency to make the most of this one, Brock, after they threw that interception the last time out.
Yeah, we know there's no more predictive stat in the NFL than giving the ball away. You know, we walk that fine line as a quarterback. You can't play timid and scared to make a mistake, but you know you can't put the ball again in the other team's hands.
And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. New set of downs for him from the 31.
18 on the play. First down, Seahawks.
Walker on 1st down. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle.
32-yard line.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here's Locke to the air. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Darius Slay on the coverage.
Throw here, 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Seahawks, 1st down.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Lock to throw it.
Down, Seattle.
It's caught by Elijah Arroyo. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Walker now from the gun. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That stop made by T.J. Watt. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. 1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Staying with Walker. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
That's another Seahawks 1st down. A gain of 7. And the Seahawks
running with Walker again. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Steelers' 26-yard line.
Here's Locke. And the steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
This is one of those moments that I am just at a loss for words. We just saw a record-tying 12th sack in this ball game. And it really is on 2 sides of it. On one side of it offensively, well, this has been impossible to block these guys. But, Kate, I have got to celebrate what we're seeing defensively. Just the 6th team in the history of this game to not...
Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down! And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Hey, Kate, it's time to add some players and some names and a team to the all-time record list. It used to read 12 when it comes to sacks, accomplished 5 times. But you know what we just witnessed? We just witnessed the 13th sack of this game in NFL history. This group has lived behind the other side of the line all game long, and now they will live in the record books right now.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Johnson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. second and 11.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Steelers with the ball. They're leading, but not by a lot. Back to the line they go. It's second down. To the air, Howard. Dump off caught by his back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's called the quarterback's best friend, Kate. Gains like that on the screen aren't possible without everyone doing their job. One missed assignment is the difference between a big gain and being dropped for a loss.
3rd and short, Howard. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
You get to that money down, that 3rd down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. He's got it on the bootleg. Finds a seam down the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38.
1st down, Seahawks.
1st down, play action. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
That's another Seahawks 1st down. A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down.
They give up the gut to Walker. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
He'll work against the blitz. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
Kate, I gotta believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Let's go.
To the air on 3rd and long. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it. Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
The
Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Jumps in up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Howard looking to throw. He finds Woods. For a second, we both thought he'd get the 1st, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Wow, tight end gets it again. They are leaning on him big time in this one. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. All set now, 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Reload, reload.
Now an inside give to Johnson. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Howard to throw. Going with a screen to Johnson. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Shotgun snap here to Howard. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, get the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now, Howard. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2, it could have gone the other way.
All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Short pass brought in. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And not his best punt here. He drops it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Drive begins with a Walker run. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
If there's ever a play we can call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Back now, pressure coming. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Here's Johnson, and he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Operating from the gun, here's Howard. Completed over the middle. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Now the give to Johnson. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Howard. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Gets this one to Freiermuth. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. First and 10 from the 43.
Let's go now.
Now a carry by Johnson. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Throwing here, Howard. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
On the set.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4th. They'll throw for it. He finds him beyond the marker. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. So they come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down.
There's no question. The greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Howard looking to pass. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
finds Woods. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. And the Steelers...
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Howard now to throw. He brings it in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow the lead to 7. Pat Fryermuth the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty.
Seahawks 30. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. They have a chance to tie this game back up, but they got to get this to the end zone first on a touchdown, and then again on a 2-point try. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Here's Luck to the air. And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. Called in by Arroyo on the right side. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the 1st down.
Throwing his Lock. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They are throwing it again. It's his running back. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Seahawks, 1st down. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Seahawks.
Locked down. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on 1st down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to 2nd.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Pressure is there, and he goes down again. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a 1-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
And they send their back in motion right. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
70 line.
Shotgun handoff to Johnson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Brought down by Ernest
The
Jones.
Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
The 25-yard line.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Howard to throw. Going with the screen to Johnson. Spins out of one stop. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42.
17 yards.
Now Seattle going to call its second timeout.
Steelers.
And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game.
10 at the 42-yard line.
First down from the 42.
Get up. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
They'll run this with Johnson. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout.
It's a gain of
And this
8.
could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
At the 48-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Come on, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers up by 8. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
New set of downs is not off to a real good start here, Kate. And I know every yard counts in this league, but that lone yard, it's not going to really change what they're thinking about doing here on 2nd down.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. We've got a screen to the running back. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage.
3rd down and
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. He's back to throw. Setting up the running back screen. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
to number 20. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Looking to throw. Pass complete. Screenplay. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard
13
line.
yards on the play.
Look at that, no worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on fourth down. That was impressive.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Well, Brock, the fans, all right, here we go, Steelers, as they take a win on the North Shore. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for Brock Eward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.